Well, we're live. Live. You know what that means, don't you? You know what it means?
What?
We're live. Do you know what that means?
No.
Countdown. Okay, now we're live.
Okay. I like to know where we are so it gets me in less trouble.
Well, we were live before as soon as you got on, but then we did the countdown. Evident. So here's the thing about the green screen. It'll work for my side, but as it turns out, not for your side because you don't actually have a green screen. You have just foliage. You have green trees.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can see in the little thing how.
Oh,
moves out of the way.
can. I love that. Our logo, except to use the one without storm.
Well, I did because I was in a hurry to find one because it was 6:01. So I just used.
know, and we had been screwing around with some stuff. We're learning about using new cameras and lighting and different techniques and stuff. We have just been experimenting.
Are you waiting for confirmation? Yes, that's true. We have been experimenting with stuff.
I don't know what I'm waiting for. God only knows. Because I'm all out of sync now today. You welcome to the show, which is Road Comic Adventures, and we're actually going to start having some adventures. In less than 2 weeks, we will be on our way to the Marion Theater in Ocala, Florida for the first show of the tour.
True. And it'll be the first tour, like really tour. See, people always used to ask me as a comic, they go like, do you go on tour? And I'm like, well, I go places. I wouldn't call it a tour, right? Like I fly to a town, I do a corporate date, I fly home. I fly to a town, I do a comedy club, which could be either a weekend or a full week or even a couple, 2-3 weeks or whatever. Wouldn't call it a tour. But this is actually the first time in my, well, no, that's not true. I used to go on tour when I drove, when I first started getting on the road, where I'd map the US and I'd be on a tour. But this is the first tour, me personally, I've been on since my early mid-20s.
Yeah.
Like we're mapping it out.
Let me tell you, I could have booked quite a few more shows for you in different theaters, but they didn't fit in with our travel plans. And we would have been zippity-doo-dah across the country. And I've already done that. I did that in my 30s. I did it in my 40s. I did it in my 50s. I don't think we need to do that. Those theaters were willing to say to me, we want Flip. We will wait until you guys can fit it into a tour. So in a way, I may have cut off my nose despite my face, but I don't think so, because I think we're doing it the right way this time, the more efficient way.
Well, again, it's less of a big deal, I think, if you're flying. But I've sort of committed. I know you have as well. I've committed to not flying anymore. And I'm not saying never say never, but there would have to be a very, very, very compelling reason for me to get on an airplane ever again. And I mean, additionally, we're bringing the dog. So this will be her. She's gone to a couple gigs with me, but this will be her first tour also.
Yeah. And we're going to be gone. When are we leaving? Our first show was on the 13th, Saturday, September 13th.
Right. I think we're probably going to leave the 10th or no later than the 11th.
Okay.
Maybe the 10th, but no later than the 11th.
And part of the reason we're doing that for the first show is this will be the first time since I moved up here that I'm going back home. It'll have been a couple of months. I'm looking at swapping out some clothes and when I made the move, I didn't have enough room to bring enough clothes, but Now we're going to get some clothes. I'm going to have different shoes. It'll be
Oh,
big fun for all of us. Look
here
how
we
excited you are. What
here
did
we
you say?
I said, here we go.
What do you mean? Here we go.
Dude, I've been married. I know what that I'm bringing shoes means. I've been married before. I know about shoes.
Well, what do you think it means?
It means more than pair of shoes. It's pairs of shoes.
And purses to match.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
But,
Not my first rodeo. I know how the women be.
I know.
Boy, I am tiptoeing my way into real trouble. Luckily, we're off to our most interesting start. Yes, on a podcast, we have exactly 0 live viewers. That's right.
Well,
Not two, not
you're
three.
also freezing up off and on me.
Really?
Yeah.
For the first time ever, you're not.
Wow.
I know. Your audio.
You were freezing and everything on me. And I don't know what was going on with my cell phone earlier. I couldn't do anything with it. And I'm trying to work with the light and it's not working either. I'm not getting a lot of light. So who knows? We'll figure it out.
Right.
You know what? In all of our years, we have learned just to go with the flow. And by the way, speaking of going with the flow, I would like for you to tell everybody how you felt about Ohio State football Saturday.
So, for anybody who might be watching this now or in the future, I'm just going to rehash this very quickly. I like sports. I like sports fine. I used to watch a lot of pro sports. I've never been a big college sports fan. No reason, it just never hit my radar. However, Rene is a very big Buckeyes fan. Maybe all sports, but definitely football. Grew up in Ohio, born and raised in Ohio. She's an Ohio girl, whatever. So, and she told me from day one, she's like, just so you know, football season, watching Ohio State. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But then she started talking about the marching band. Now, again, not only have I never been a big college sports person, I don't dislike marching bands. I've just never been a big fan of marching band. Like, they're fine. I think it's interesting that you have to like walk while you're playing your instrument. That seems hard. But she's like, no, the Ohio State marching band is a cut above. Like they're different. And I'm like, how could they be different? They're walking and playing a tuba. And she's like, they're different. And I'm like, well, all right. And then she got some YouTube videos and she played some for me. And I have to admit, they were amazing. They weren't good. They were amazing. And the more I watched, the more I liked them. And at first, it was really begrudgingly. I didn't want to give in and say, you're right, they're amazing. But they were. And so Saturday rolls around, and it's the first game of the college football season. And she puts it on the TV. Actually, it was a very hard-fought, well-played game between Ohio State and Texas. And Ohio State came out on top, and they won. But the marching band, again, really, 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 really fun. And I'm hooked. Hope you're happy.
You're hooked. I'm very happy. I got to tell you, I really enjoyed watching the game with you. Also, we watched another football movie just to catch everybody up with the other stuff that we've talked about. We watched
American Underdog.
The Kurt
Warner
story. The Kurt Warner story, that one really spoke to me. That was a really good football movie. I loved it. Oh, and by the way, we also watched another movie over the weekend. I forget what the name of it was, but I had wanted to watch Black Hawk Down. I think was the movie I picked.
Right.
And instead, somebody who claims to have guns pointed to their head, blah, 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 about romantic comedies. And I wound up watching Love Actually.
So here's the backstory. Rene was having a really bad day, and she was almost in tears like all day long. And me being the sympathetic, caring, compassionate person I am, it's like, well, I know Rene loves romantic comedies, and this is kind of a feel-good movie, and I'm willing to take one for the team. And she's like, tear and I guess I'll watch a war movie. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take the high road. And because she's such a dear friend, I surprised her with a movie that was a real challenge for me to watch, but not so much a challenge because, again, when you care about someone, you're willing to, put yourself out there, and so we watched Love Actually, and I feel like it did her some good.
And speaking of taking one from the team, let's talk about yesterday.
Yesterday
First of
was
all,
Memorial Day.
For anybody that's watching, when we start doing our road trips, and actually we're implementing it now, you need to friend request us on Facebook at Road Comic Adventures.
Road
Comics, plural, Adventures on Facebook, because that's where I'm going to be posting all of the fun videos, the behind the scene videos, and we're also going to do it on this channel on YouTube, Road Comics Adventures, because we don't want to fill up our regular pages with all of that. Flip's pages are going to be basically about the shows we're doing in theaters, and Road Comics Adventures is going to be about the road trip. And I think we got to separate them, don't you, Flip?
Yeah, no doubt. The thing of it is, and it's Road Comics. The reason is Rene was a comic for 30 years, now retired, and I've been a comic for more than 30 years. And so it's two Road Comics, and they're out having adventures. And so even though it doesn't roll off the tongue, I don't think, it is a Road Comics Adventures. And so, we just talked about doing it differently. When she was younger and on the road, and when I was younger and on the road, most of our traveling, and correct me if I'm speaking for you incorrectly, but at least for myself, my road adventures were getting where I was going, and I would try to book as many shows back to back as I could. And so I was either sleeping, working, doing shows, or in the car, like going to my next location. I didn't take time.
That's exactly what it was like. And a lot of times I was also doing it with 3 kids in tow.
Right.
Because my kids traveled with me in the summer.
So I never took time to see. I mean, I drove the country, but I never stopped to see the country. Not really. There was some exceptions to the rules, but it was just a matter of like one big blur, along with like a ton of shows and, faceless and nameless hotels until I really started staying at Marriott properties. And then that became a different thing. But,
well, how many times did you now, and I know you and Marriott have a relationship.
Lifetime titanium, read them and weep.
But my point is, there have been times when I have stepped off stage and I had to look at my room key because I couldn't remember which hotel I was in. I had been working so many shows and flipping from one hotel to the next in different cities. And it is true. If you can imagine, as a non-comic, it's the first day of every road vacation you've ever been on, where your dad got you in the car at 5 o'clock in the morning. You drove for as many hours as you could drive. You got in, and then somebody wants you to get up and go to work. That's what our life is like on the road.
The worst it was for me, and I mean, again, I've had a lot of moments where it was just a blur, a complete blur. But was in a restaurant, and all of a sudden I realized I had no idea where I was. And I don't mean which restaurant. I mean, I didn't know where I was. And I wasn't having a mental episode. I wasn't having a medical episode. It was a blur. And so as the server walked by politely, but I kind of tapped her on the shoulder and she turned around and I go, "Look, I'm not kidding. I just have one quick question." She goes, "What?" I go, what state am I in?" And she goes, "What?" I go, "Seriously, I swear to you, I'm not playing. What state am I in?" And she goes, "Idaho." And I go, "Boise?" And she goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." And then it sort of came back to me, but it was a David Tribble gig. I had no idea. I mean, literally no idea where I was.
I know. I used to walk off stage and go, "Oh my God, I can't remember which hotel we're staying at. I I know I think I know where we stayed last night, but where is it tonight?" And you would just everything starts to run into each other. Or you'd walk on stage and go, "Well, it's great to be here." And then you'd go, "I don't even know where here is anymore." Or
And the
one
thing
time,
is, like, I was always afraid to bring the hotel room key with me in its jacket. Right. On one hand, I wanted the jacket because it said what hotel it was and what room number was. But then my fear was, what if like the jacket with the key slips out of my pocket? Someone will have that and be able to like rob me. So the conundrum was I didn't want to bring the information with me, but I needed the information because again, it was a blur.
well, I will never forget one time I was working the DC run, Washington DC run, from Savannah. We lived in Savannah at the time. And my policy was always I would do the Saturday night show, jump in my car, and drive home because I wanted to spend Sunday with my kids or as much as Sunday as I could, you know? So I get home, we eat lunch or whatever, and I'm exhausted because I've driven all night. You know, that's a 12-hour drive. And I lay down to take a little nap and I wake up to the phone ringing and I answered the phone and it's the comic who I'd worked with in DC calling to let me know that he's now home and wanting to make sure I'm home. And I'm like, "Where are we?" And he goes, "Well, I'm back in Newport News." And he goes, "I think you're in Savannah because I called your phone." And I go, "Oh." And I looked around the house and I go, "Oh, oh yeah, I am home." No idea where I was. Just wake up out of a sound sleep. Of course, you've experienced that with me too. So there you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you go out like a light. But by the way, for those watching, if you don't know where Newport News is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's Virginia.
That
Is that
would
correct?
be correct. We will be putting some Virginia dates on your calendar very soon. I'm assured of that today. Today was a very busy day in the office for us.
Right. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I absolutely, again, I love the country. I love being here. Certain states just I have an affinity for, and probably it's because I've worked them so much. So I've been in Virginia and the DC area so much. I love those areas. I've loved working there. I've been all throughout, but again, Newport News, Norfolk, Williamsburg, Richmond,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all
Let
the
me tell you, just because I know my kids watch these, and you know they do too, because my daughter thinks she's our freaking executive producer
well,
and
we
can
have confirmed to her that she is, but whatever. I get what you're saying.
yeah. You know where my favorite places to work were?
Where?
Grand Cayman. Did I ever take my kids with me? No. Cancun, Mexico. Did the kids ever get to go on that run? No. St. Thomas. No kids. St. Martin. No kids. I like the Caribbean. No
So
kids.
I worked at a club called Laughs in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the shows were really fun. Had a great time. The owner and I got along really well. But you know what my favorite memory was? That's rhetorical. There's no way you could know.
I do know what it is.
Oh, you do? I told you that one?
I believe so. I believe it has to do with your child.
No. I was doing a show at Laughs in Albuquerque, and what should pull up into the parking lot? Was it a limo? No, it was not. It was the Wienermobile. And the Wiener, believe it or not, the Wienermobile, not easy to park just in like some random parking lot. What are you doing with your hand?
I just want you to know. Do you know what this is?
No,
That's
you're not
that's
tapping.
that's me walking away from the Wienermobile.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So
Scared you there for a second, though, didn't I?
I wasn't sure where you're going with that, but yikes. Yeah, that makes sense. So the two drive, and I guess they have several, and they would hire people around the country to drive the Wienermobile. Anyway, the two people that were driving this particular vehicle decided to go see a show at a comedy club, and so they parked it. They got, they took up like 3 spaces, whatever, and they came in, and I had a fun show, and they go, "Oh, we loved your show," and I go, "Thank you." They go, "We're driving the Wienermobile. You want to go hang out?" I'm like, "Do I want to hang out in the Wienermobile?" Yes. And so we drove around the rest of the night in the Wienermobile. And then when I left, I left with Wiener swag.
Okay, I just want to point out to you that I still moved here, even without hearing that story.
That's a great, you know what? They could not have been nicer. And I've been in limos, I've been on private jets, I've been in helicopters. The Wienermobile was a pretty special moment, to be honest with you.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm actually,
But I do want to go back to a subject we sort of jumped over again. And it goes back to taking one for the team.
yeah, you know what? That Love Actually was rough, but you know what? I would do it again for you.
That wasn't what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've noticed or not, since I'm outside, I'm hoping the tree behind me looks familiar to some people. Because did you realize that?
Well, now that you bring it up, yeah. You know.
That's the tree where we did our latest video shoot. And I apologize if it doesn't look like my hair is done or that I put on makeup, because I didn't do my hair or do my makeup, because I spent most of yesterday in, let's just say, costume. Would you use the term costume?
You know, it's kind of a loose definition of the word, how you're applying it, but yes, you were in costume.
Yes, for our video shoot yesterday. And I just want to point out to everybody again that I don't mind taking one for the team once in a while, but Flip has hit me in the same 2 spots in 2 separate videos. And I'm going to tell you, there's not going to be a third time. Just so you know.
Without letting the cat
Mark it down. What?
Without letting the cat out of the bag too much, your boobs are asking for it. It's like their video magnets.
What, did you not hear the part where my kids and grandchildren? They're already on to us. It's too late.
It's like they want to be the centers of attention, plural. I mean, here I am squirting the hose from the sink at you in the strike zone agreed upon. And who should jump into frame? The girls.
You know how you've set this up? You set this up, Flip-a-whirly, so that no matter what I say,
Oh, I disappeared in the green screen. My bad.
You, oh, when I come inside, you're so in trouble.
Well,
You have,
I wouldn't foreshadow because the door may be locked in.
oh, good luck with that. You,
Let me
oh
just say,
man.
in honesty and not trying to be a jerk, I
Well, good luck with that.
I promise that I'm not aiming anything at you in certain areas to intentionally hit you in certain areas. It has happened
Twice.
twice, and it's been an
How many
accident,
videos have we shot?
including the podcast,
No.
because that would be it would sound better for me.
I no. How
Uh,
many videos?
I think we've done two.
And how many times have I been hit in exactly the same zone?
If I had to ballpark that number, I think it's twice.
Because the other place you like to hit me is right in the side of my head, right in my face.
I'm walking away from that completely.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna walk away with you because I just realized what I said. Now I hope everybody sees why I call you a big load. You are just a handful to carry.
I don't mean to be like. We both came up with this video idea. We thought it'd be really funny. We did a weather report from the kitchen a couple weeks back, and then we decided to come up with another video idea, which we thought would be funny. And to her credit, Rene has taken one for the team now in two videos, and you would think with her doing that I would sort of practice my aim so as to make it as least uncomfortable as possible.
Well, you would have thought that at least one of the two of us in the sink video would have gone, hey, I bet we could use warm water for this.
I only take 50% blame for that. It was almost like 2 weeks later, maybe 2 weeks later, where we both had an aha moment. Because I just
the last podcast, remember?
Yeah.
I said we should have used warm water, and we both kind of went,
oh, that was an option. Oh, that was an option. Never occurred to us. So
we own a production company. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? This is probably why we're not getting any actors.
Are we looking for actors?
Well, no, because we got us.
There you go. Although we do have a potential, few people in mind for production people at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
So we got that going.
Well, yeah, maybe they'll figure out how to work this stupid light that I can't figure out how to get on my face. You see how it's not working? Does that look lit to you?
Oh, no.
No. I don't know what we're going to do, but well, I'll do with this like I do everything else. Flip, can you come in and help me with my phone? Flip.
Although, if you were to move, I think, to your left, because the way the sun's hitting you, it's hitting you on your left ear. There is sun. Yep, that side.
And I need to move the light over there.
Well, I don't know if it's a light. It could be nature's glorious light referred to as the sun. Oh, no, yeah, then the sun's in your face, but you're all washed out.
Flip. I know, but everybody always bitches that I'm in the dark. So we have this beautiful apparatus that one of our friends sent us. Actually sent me, but you rudely opened the box.
Nobody let me know that you were getting mail. So when things came to the box, I just thought, oh, a surprise gift.
Well, surprise, not everything in the box belongs to you.
Boy, ain't that the truth. I wanted to walk away, but I couldn't.
I know. I saw you point to the fence. I'm proud.
Wanted to walk away, but it didn't happen. So, so okay. Rene and I have talked at length early on, and we decided we are going to embrace social media, which neither one of us are big fans of.
Oh, dear God. What are you discussing now? You're scaring me.
So we have a TikTok account for Road Comics Adventures. And then I have also a TikTok account for myself, Flip Orley, and I think it's Flip. Well, I'll tell you exactly what it is.
FlipOrley.com.
It's at Flip52634. That's 52634. Whatever. Anyway, so and we started with 0 people. So I mean, our numbers are growing. They're not in the thousands or hundreds of thousands, but I mean, they're growing. It's nice. And some of the people could not be nicer, are really thoughtful and interesting and friendly.
Our TikTok is up to 1,500.
Well, yeah, they're not thousands, hundreds of thousands, but our numbers are moving. It's nice. But I'll tell you what, the messages from a lot of people are just as annoying as they can be. Let's see.
Oh, you're not kidding.
And I just like, so if you're ever on TikTok and you send either Road Comics Adventures a message, you send me a message, happy to read it, happy to respond to it, happy to follow you. We'd love for you to follow us. But I think there are either bots or foreigners from foreign lands sitting in basements that are scammers. But hello, how are you doing? Sorry for bothering you. I was kind of bored, and so I'm looking for new friends. And here, hope you don't mind texting me. By the way, here's my Telegram number. Get me on Telegram. How about Telegram? And it's really just all these very annoying scammers. Here's a legit one. User 161230855151. Yeah, that's real. That's real. How are you doing today? I hope you have a good day today. And then you answer, and then they're like, would you like to send me money? TikTok probably won't ever. Oh, here's one that I get all the time. And I'd love to believe it's true, but it's not. It starts out with, hello, handsome. It's like, yeah, all right, whatever. Can you send me money? How about hitting me up on Telegram? Oh, here's a good one. Hey, what's up? I got a business proposal for you. I can't text you, so send me a DM. You know what? It's a chore going through all this crap to get to real people.
Well,
but nonetheless, go ahead.
What I hated was, like, when you went to Phoenix, I really started on our TikTok account. And I said, I'm going to build it up, right? And because I was home by myself and I was bored and blah, blah, blah. Well, people would text me, and the women are the most disgusting. I mean, I'm embarrassed for the women that, if it really is women that are doing it. And I would respond, if you look at the profile, we are a partnership. I am the female of the partners, and telling me I'm handsome and you want a relationship with me, you are barking up the wrong tree, sister.
And 5 divorces in, you are barking up the wrong tree if you're talking to me. I'm out.
So they just keep pushing. And the more times you tell them no, they just keep hitting you up. And I'm going to tell anybody that watches this, because I don't know how much you know about scams, but if they want to take you to WhatsApp and if they want you to go to Telegram, it's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. All of these great social media things can be used for good, or they can be used for evil. And if they're trying to take you to another app Chances are it's not good. Not good.
So I don't want to discourage anybody. If anybody's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, what's the other one we're on? X. Yeah, we'd love for you to subscribe. We'd love for you to chat with us or send us messages. We will answer. Happy to. But we really have to sift for our small number relative to people with millions of followers. We've small numbers. We're just getting started, but we have to sift through a lot of crap to get to real people.
Well, tonight before we came on here, I went through 100 messages on TikTok, and they were all bogus.
Yep.
Except the one from the guy who said, "Hey, beautiful, I really enjoy you in that plastic garbage bag you were wearing," and I'm pretty sure he was genuine.
By the way, the plastic garbage bag, that would be our costume department. Costumes provided by who makes garbage bags? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, I guess they're not a sponsor. We don't give it. I started to say something bad right there. Did you see me edit myself?
You did. You pulled it back in. You reeled it in.
Walking away. See, what I think is funny is the last couple of days I've had more conversations about how much we laugh and joke around and got the inside jokes during the podcast. What people do not realize whatsoever is if you think this is laughing, we really have got to start filming our morning conversations. I can remember when I used to sit and stare at Fox and Friends News for breakfast. And since I've moved to Lafayette, breakfast has become a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I don't think we watch news at all, if I'm not mistaken.
We barely have the TV on anymore.
No, we're in the middle of we've watched 2 installments of the movie A Million Ways to Die in the West. Seth MacFarlane film. I think we're about 35 minutes in, so we've watched 15 minutes one night and 20 minutes.
I wasn't committed last night. Last night I was committed to a dirt nap.
So, I mean, again, a silly movie, some jokes that sort of land flat, but some other jokes that are pretty funny, and it's fairly irreverent. And I think before we get on the road next week, we should be able to finish it. I think.
Hey, you know what? Ohio State plays Grambling on Saturday, but I don't know what time. But don't worry, Ohio State football is a full day affair, as you saw last week.
Well, yeah, it's the first hour just to figure out how to get it on the TV. So that's a full morning right off the bat.
But I did it.
You did a good job.
Yeah, isn't it funny how when I really want to watch something, I think me and Ryan Reynolds, I go, I'm going to get this freaking game up, and not only did I get it up on my phone, but I managed to put it from my phone onto the TV. What do they call that? Daggone it. I keep forgetting stuff. My mind's starting to go. I'm going to have to break into some of your pharmaceuticals.
Don't forget, I've got a prescription. I can send you to a doctor if you want one too.
Why? I know where they I know where they are. I know where they are. Well, when you cast the TV, you cast it onto from your phone to your television.
It's like Bluetooth from your phone to your TV. And then you're able to project whatever is on your phone onto the TV so you can watch it.
I'm so proud of looking at the essentially you and my son did our logo.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we got the green screen up, and then the directions your son sent to me were spot on, and it was actually easy to figure out. So that was cool.
Yeah, but you and Ryan actually designed the whole thing too.
Well, I came up with the idea for the hands, and then you and I discussed putting them on the bodies of people to drive for the road comics adventures, and then Ryan did it, so which is very nice. By the way, for those of you watching, not now because we have exactly how many live viewers?
None.
Absolutely zero. But if you watch it down the road, you may like Ryan Reynolds, you may not like Ryan Reynolds. This is not a value judgment on his personality, on his acting, on the movies he's in. I just have a simple question. In some of the Mint Mobile commercials he's in, does it appear to anyone that his glasses are too small for his head? Because to
That
me,
was your big question for the day.
that has been keeping me up nights. Because I feel like he should have gone like one size up.
Okay. And you did face one of your biggest fears this week, too.
Which one? Is that somewhere else?
The one
I'd be
the one
okay.
where you go, what?
Is this something I'm okay talking about?
I think so.
All right.
Because I believe at some point this week you said to me, I I don't want to ask you this, but I think I have to. Please go into the tool room
Oh,
and get the duct tape. And you went a little pale.
I actually had the dog, the German Shepherd, by the collar, and I was getting ready to say, attack, just in case I had to.
And did the German Shepherd tell you what you could do to yourself?
She said,
Because
"Attack,
because I'm the one that takes her outside all day.
attack the one who takes me outside. You have to be on crack, Daddy. That is not going to happen. I am not going to attack the woman who lets me roam the backyard."
She loves to be outside with me.
Gosh, she's crazy.
But
Lauren,
but yeah,
German Shepherd, and she's outside for hours at a time. Not because she has to be. She chooses to be in 90-degree heat with 90% humidity.
well, did you hear me having to yell at her to come in today? I was like, Storm, come in the house. And she just kind of, she's like a teenager putting her fingers in her ear, going la 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 la, and takes off with that stupid ball running down the the yard.
This is the only dog I've ever seen. So she has this ball that she loves, and it's the size of roughly a volleyball, or at least it was before she punctured holes throughout it, and it's now deflated. But it's the only dog I've
Hang
ever
on.
seen
Go ahead, tell the story. I'll be back.
who can get the ball in her mouth, run after someone who's walking down the street, and like a ventriloquist, she's able to bark at that person with her ball still in her mouth. Her jaws don't move. Her body writhes up and down, so you can tell it's her barking. I recognize her voice, but I kid you not, if I could figure out a way to put like a little ventriloquist puppet on her shoulder, I think that'd be hysterical because she is. I've never seen a dog able to bark with her mouth completely full. Yeah, I can't believe you're touching it. Blah.
Oh, I've touched worse things.
Not since you've been here. Did you know that two people signed on?
Oh no, how is Mark?
It's either Jeremiah, Mark, Martin, maybe Martin, right? Right now you have to wipe your hands, don't you? Oh, it's Dadio from Arizona, my good buddy. Hola to you as well. ¿Cómo estás? I was using Spanish earlier today with your daughter.
Yippee.
Yeah, it's kind of an asshole response.
I'm using the language with you right now. I'm surprised you're not hearing it loud and clear.
So you've seen Storm do her ventriloquism act, right?
Oh, yeah. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a dog actually pick up something to carry in their mouth to bark with.
I kid you
I mean,
not. I would love to get like a ventriloquist puppet and attach it to her collar. So as someone hears the barking, they think it's the puppet because her mouth doesn't move.
you know what? I'm getting a little concerned about animal abuse with you. You want her carrying a table with drinks on it. You want her to have her own puppet. I'm thinking maybe we need to up your prescription and increase the blood flow.
So Rene and I are going on tour, and we're bringing this 90-pound German Shepherd, and so we're having to
Let's
find.
put it this way: we were supposed to go on tour. That's up for grabs right now. Let's see how next week's video goes. Then we'll talk about it.
Yikes. We're gonna have to work out the details on that one. So so we're looking at we have to find dog-friendly hotels because 90-pound German Shepherd. So a buddy of mine goes, just say she's a service dog. So then Renee checked with a couple of her friends who are sort of peripherally in the legal profession. And
a judge and an attorney in the state of Florida.
Okay,
a judge and an attorney. These are not peripheral people. These are people right in the freaking middle of the legal field. Just so you know. Go ahead. So I'm sorry to interrupt.
They said getting a service vest for a dog and then having the dog not certified. And then furthermore, a dog that's clearly not a service dog because she barks at everything. If there's another animal, she will attack it. So, I mean, she's never going to pass for a service dog. If someone wanted to be ugly about it, they could actually have you arrested and you could go to jail. Correct? Is that right?
Prison. Say it with me, Flip. Prison. We wind up in prison.
Well, yes.
There's that. Yeah.
So I had the idea, because I thought it'd be funny, if we get a cardboard surface that looked like a table or like a server's tray, and to Velcro down some water glasses or bottles of water, and then walk her around like a hotel lobby like she was delivering beverages to people and say she was a server. She was a service dog. And then Renee thought that was cringy, and then her attorney friend said we'd still be going to prison.
Yeah, it's funny that he keeps mentioning prison like that, and he goes prison. And then after making a couple of videos with you where I give you some very simple guidelines that I want followed and you can't follow them, I see why the attorney might be a little worried about us. We don't follow rules very well.
Well, see, here's the deal. Now I realize when you brought up those body parts that I shouldn't hit, I thought you were telling me those are the ones you wanted me to hit. It was a clear misunderstanding. But now I recognize.
Did you see this?
I didn't. Okay.
I know. Don't threaten you with a good time. My place hotels too. I did it home for a week. Yeah, you might want to make note of that.
I've never even heard of My Place hotels. Have you?
Yes. I was I was looking at My Place hotels when you were on the road with her to Phoenix that time you had to take her.
Right.
For Memorial Day. And my place showed up when I was researching to try to find you in her place.
I didn't know that. I don't think. I mean, I've stayed at a lot of hotel chains. Just again, not that anybody cares, but just so you know, Marriott Properties do not sponsor our show. Do not sponsor me. If they ever wanted to, I'd be thrilled. I love their properties, but I I've stayed at a lot of hotel chains over the years, primarily Marriott, but I have not heard of my place. This is the first I've heard of them.
Well, I guess we'll be doing a little bit of research. But you said you found us a hotel in
The Marion Theater, the hospitality person at Marion got a hold of me through another person, and because I had let them know, I said if it's at all possible, we need dog friendly. We're traveling with a dog, blah blah blah, and so they got back to me today to say that they found one in Ocala, and so it should be conveniently located to the theater.
Because, see, the perfect thing would have been to be able to take her to my house. But as horrible as she is with other dogs, so is my dog that my son has. Or I guess it's his dog now, Luna. So we're trying to avoid a dog fight at all costs.
Yeah, because I think when it's all said and done, either your son's going to end up with a dog, or we're going to end up with a dog, but there will no longer be two dogs.
I think that's probably true.
Yeah. So.
But so we'll do whatever we got to do, and as long as neither one of them eat my shoes, I'm good with both dogs.
Knock on wood, and I don't want to jinx anything, but so far, Storm has been pretty good about not destroying stuff. The only time she's gotten in the garbage, she's gotten in the garbage 2 or 3 times, and it was always my fault. I ended up leaving something in there, like if you scrape your dinner table or your dinner plate or whatever, and there's sort of the food smell in there. If she's left to her, like by herself, she will investigate the food.
Yeah, I also, because I know we're getting close to the hour mark, can I be nice to you for a minute?
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am that our neighbor wants to weed eat right now. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's not annoying out of me at all.
Right.
Did you like that I put my own bleep in there?
I did. That was very professional of you.
I thought so. So, as much as I like to give you crap, and God knows you deserve it, because I wanted to watch Black Hawk Down and Love Actually, you pop that in, no gun to your head. And I don't care how many videos you put up this week saying so, I'm going to fight it this time. But you have been a wonderful, very kind person this week, and you have taken a lot, because I have been trying the last vice I think I have, because I think I'm pretty adorable, except for this, the little vape thing.
Right.
Just so the audience knows, when I quit smoking 28 weeks ago, I've been using the vape. I'm not shy about it. I use it when we're doing the podcast. But Thursday, my vape ran out. And I told Flip, I think I'm not getting another one. I'm going to give this up too, and it's time to quit. And he said, don't worry, we'll work on it, and it'll be okay. And he did help me work on it, and things have been okay. But I periodically get a little testy during the day.
I don't see it.
Well, you've been really sweet, but I know I've been a little short and cranky. And I know the audience is saying, Cranky Rene, not you.
Wait, are you talking about people who have known you for 20, 30 years, or are you talking about new people?
I'm talking about the people that have known me for a long, long time go, Cranky Rene, no, not you.
All right. Just checking. No, I'm just checking. By the way, the sun is rapidly setting, and you are becoming a silhouette. Oh, there you go. You're a little bit less so.
Well, tell me where to put the freaking light. I got a light, but it
Oh,
doesn't seem to.
you can look through it like romper room. Oh my gosh, you're well
Are you serious?
better than you were before. Yeah, less so. Go.
Wait a minute. Give me 2 seconds. I know. Hi, baby. Storm is helping me.
She is a
This
help.
is going to be funny if I can pull it off, my friend. Just hold on. I think I know who's in charge of lighting.
Storm, the Road Comics Adventure Dog.
No.
The hell are you doing?
What?
What the hell are you doing?
I was going to put it up so I could put it up here. And I was going to set it on the table and go, look at me. I'm lit. Oh, I'm not lit, but people think we are for these stupid podcasts.
Well, honestly, if you hold it like that, like you're looking into one of those mirrors in the bathroom at a hotel, then you're proper. Oh my God, you're lit really well. Just like that. Keep it there.
Sure, no problem.
I know you
This
don't believe.
is-
When we re-look through this, you're going to go, "Oh crap, he wasn't kidding."
No, I can see it's well lit.
Yeah.
Well, I can't figure out why there's a screw hole right here. And I'm thinking maybe you should be able to stick your phone in there and then you're looking into your phone. I don't know.
That is above my pay grade. I don't know.
I think we might need to read the directions again.
Yeah. In either case, because we are coming up, we're at 58 minutes and we're getting close. You want to talk about?
Can I talk about something real quick?
Yeah, of course. It's all possible.
First of all, if you haven't watched yet the video we posted, when did you post that?
Okay, posted it yesterday on YouTube, and this afternoon.
Just give us the name of the video.
Let me look real quick. I don't even know.
All right.
So the YouTube one is in the one that we filmed on Sunday or yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, the one that I posted on YouTube is in shorts, and hang on.
Oh dear God.
No, I've got to go there. It doesn't have a name, although we have 52 views. It's Flippin' Renee's version of a hurricane report.
That video is the one we filmed the most recently. Look, people, I risk body parts. Important ones.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I'd really appreciate it if you'd watch it, like it, share it.
That's on Road Comics Adventures page on YouTube in shorts. Flippin' Rene do a hurricane report or version of a hurricane report. And then on TikTok, let's see, it's on my page as well as Road Comics. And let's see if that has a title. Yep. Flippin' Rene do their version of a hurricane report. Yep.
On both pages?
Yep.
Okay. So, and here's one of the things I'd like to mention to Jeremiah, who may or may not be here. I think he made fun of one of my food posts. Do you remember that, Flip?
I do.
One of my spaghetti sauce thing that I posted that you made for me every day. Because if you haven't seen any of our posts, first of all, why the hell not are you not going to our YouTube page? And second of all, Jeremiah made fun of the spaghetti sauce that Flip made because he does all the cooking, because I suck. And he is a great cook.
Thank you.
So that's why we had to name the hurricane in our video. If you're wondering if it was a coincidence, Jeremiah, it was not. Flip goes, I want to kill him. So instead of killing him for making fun of my food, I'll just name the hurricane after him. Is that kind of how it went?
That's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
You were spot
So
on.
Jeremiah, the storm is named after you.
So again, because and it being very serious about hurricanes, obviously it's September, and usually from past years, September and early October can get very, very active. And so we obviously hope that it's a quiet year and everybody's safe. So we're not mucking hurricanes. Actually, what it is we're sort of playfully joking about how news, in this case specifically weather, kind of overhypes stuff. And then they sometimes make things bigger than they are to get viewership. And sometimes you can't tell, but sometimes it's really, really, really obvious. And so we just found that to be annoying, but also entertaining. So we're doing our version of that.
I died laughing at one hurricane that was just not getting close enough to the Florida coast to suit the weatherman. So they're out on the beach trying to find any kind of wind they could find for this report. And the guy's talking about the huge wind and he's going back and forth. And a guy walks behind him carrying a birthday cake with lit candles behind the weather guy. And you kind of go, the candles are staying lit. It can't be that bad, you know?
Well, and that's just the thing. I mean, serious weather is serious, and people do get hurt, and lives are sometimes lost. And we're not poking fun at any of that. Sometimes I think when you come up or I come up with an idea to parody something, it can easily be taken the wrong thing, like we're lampooning something that we shouldn't be, or that's not funny. And that's, I don't think, ever the case. And if it is, it's never the case on purpose. So for us, I mean, we're just sort of poking fun a little bit at, and I've seen plenty of weather reports living in Louisiana where I'm in the town, like Hurricane Lily was horrible, by the way, but where they've sent someone here and they act like the storm is horrific, and it wasn't. But that's how they get viewership, and so they overdo it, and I think it's silly, and so we decided to kind of poke fun at it.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. So, yeah, we've been on here over a minute, so let's take the mothership home, so to speak, because I'm tired of holding my light in my face. Why am I always the one where stuff is being thrown at me?
I don't know, but
sprayed with stuff.
I'm not unhappy that it's you.
I have noticed that. I just want you to know that I noticed that. And I hate to tell you this, but I'm getting hungry again.
We have spaghetti sauce that's just itching to be eaten. So there you go. So we're at what?
Oh man. I can eat spaghetti or I can eat scrambled eggs, whichever you want.
Well, either way, your call. You would think about it on your way in. Anyway, all the stuff. If you're in or know people who are in or near Ocala, Florida, that's September 13th, the Marion Theater. September 17th, the Hobart Arts Theater in Hobart, Indiana. September 19th, that would be the Park Theater in Holland, Michigan. One we're excited about all of them. One we're very excited about also is September 20th, which is the Apollo Civic Theater in Martinsville, West Virginia. And the last one, which is September 23rd,
The Ritz, the historic Ritz Theater in Toccoa, Georgia. Oh my God. And here's the great thing about this whole thing, this whole tour, that I'm going to take a little credit now that I put together this run.
You should take all the credit.
Well, but I'm riding the coattails of your talent. So here's the deal. The talent got us in the door, but I was very specific about what I wanted, because you and I, and we don't bring this up very often, but we're going to say it now. One of the things you and I have wanted to do is production for a long time.
Right.
And by production, doing not only funny videos like we do on here, but some serious subjects. And one of the things that I've always loved is beautiful architecture. All of the theaters that we are working are beautifully, architecturally gorgeous theaters. We are going to be working on a documentary about theaters. We're also doing a documentary on Flip that I get to kind of have carte blanche on, even though he and I are partners, because he's the subject. He said, Rene, you can do it any way you want.
A little scary, but okay.
Okay.
So we hope you, if you're not in any of those towns, if you know anybody, please let them know. We're very excited about this first tour together, with many more to come afterwards.
And we're going to be shooting a lot of video as well as a lot of still shots. And we are going to have fun on this trip. And if you haven't noticed, Flip and I have a good time when we're together. He a lot of times finds the funny where I didn't know it was, and it's a lot of fun. If you'd like to follow for Flip's schedule, you can follow him on Flip Orley on Facebook. He is on Flip Orley Instagram. He is on Flip Orley TikTok. He is Flip Orley on X. He is Flip Orley
on YouTube.
On YouTube.
And then the website is fliporley.com.
Then we get to me. You can finally find me on Facebook. It's Rene Bray. I have 2 pages that are both Rene Bray. I have no website. I don't have crap. So chances are, if you're talking to us on Road Comics, you're talking to me, because I'm the one that does those. And guess what? I'm only going to post the Road Comics Adventures to the Road Comics Adventures page, which is on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
YouTube, and I think X.
And we're on X in Road Comics Adventures.
Yep.
And so I believe that's it.
Look us up. We'd love if you'd subscribe, follow, become a friend.
Well, we actually don't even care whether you like us or not, but if you'd subscribe, we'd really appreciate that.
And if you do like us, even so much the better. And we're not going to try to get you to Telegram or WhatsApp. You know why? We're not looking to scam you. We're just looking to entertain you.
Yeah, well, some of those conversations that you've used against the scammers have been pretty entertaining. I'm just saying, I had the trump card on one of them.
Oh, my God. In a way that nobody will ever be able to top ever. And I don't know you'll ever be able to talk about it. But ooh, la, la. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Just know that sometimes you finally get to watch somebody get some karma, and you have to go, do, 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 do. It's a little happy dance.
So with
that, you guys have been great. Thanks for sticking with us and watching these dumpster fires that we call podcasts. because I hope somebody laughs at us as much as we laugh at ourselves and have a good time. Have a great week, everybody. We will see you back here next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central.
4 Pacific.
So I'm out. You better hit in live stream.
And I'm out too. We here in Louisiana are